Hi everybody, I wanted to go over Unit 3 with you because we're doing a bunch of different things in it and I just wanted to make sure that everyone felt comfortable. Unit 3 is writing with research, so I'm just going to go through the assignments with you. The first thing is your learning outcomes. You should be able to describe how to evaluate online research materials for credibility, list the key elements of MLA format, explain when to use in-text citations, accurately paraphrase and summarize materials, explain the purpose of peer review, and complete 3 effective peer reviews. I'll go through your assignments. The first thing you'll do is you'll research or you'll read through all of the materials in the research and documentation folder, and I'll click on that real quickly so you can see. It reviews the MLA format guidelines. You have a link to the Purdue OWL tutorial, which is very useful for those of you that are still struggling with it. Just a couple of paragraphs about why we cite sources. Then this is a document just about general research, and this is a more specific document about quotations, on when to use quotations and how to use them. These are really important documents because we don't have a textbook, and these are open educational resources, so these are free resources for you to use, and you are required to know this information. So do make sure that you take the time to read them. Below that, I have this graphic which is really good at explaining when and how to use MLA in-text citations. However, if you have, I think some of them are a little blurry, so if you have difficulty reading it, if you click on the quotation marks document, there's a link to it, so you'll be able to look at that more in depth there. So that's everything in this folder. Once you've gone through all of the materials in that folder, you'll need to complete these 3 assignments: integrating sources into your essays. It says it's a quiz, quotation, citation, and documentation, and then review quotation marks. All 3 of these are based on the readings that you see that are found in the research and documentation and the Purdue OWL. You can use any of those sources to help you answer these questions. I just want you to be able to locate the information and to understand what the correct answer is. The next thing that you should see after that, it's not going down, there we go, doing the wrong thing, sorry, is your next folder is peer review. In the peer review folder, I'll click on that really quickly. You've got 3 little videos, they're quick videos, not long, on peer reviews. Go ahead and watch those videos, take notes if you want to, whatever you feel is necessary. And then you'll have another assignment, which is effective peer reviews, and that's just 3 quick questions about peer reviewing, just to make sure that you've got a good handle on it. Finally, the biggest part and probably the most time-consuming element of this assignment will be completing peer reviews of the Essay 2 that your colleagues have posted in the Essay 2 discussion board forum. So the first thing you'll need to do for this assignment is find your name in the box below. Here's the box, and you'll see I've divided you up into 2 groups. So it says find your name in the table listed below. You're required to complete the peer reviews of the students whose names appear in the same block as yours. So for example, Timothy's going to review Ashley, Daria, and Gerardo. Ashley's going to do Timothy, Daria, Gerardo, and so forth. Jordan will read Kaleem, Shalise, and Genevieve. And Genevieve will read Shalise, Jordan, and Kaleem. So you'll have 3 essays to read. So first thing you'll do is we'll just pick Ashley. You'll start with Ashley. You'll go to the Essay 2 discussion board. You'll download her essay. You'll read her essay. Then you'll open the peer review document, read through it, reread Ashley's essay, your colleague's essay, and answer each of the questions in the peer review. Once you've completed it, you'll save it and submit it under Ashley, where you found Ashley's essay, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then again, you'll just repeat this process for the other 2 people in your group until you've completed 3. This is a graded assignment. I'm going to grade you on how thoughtful and useful and helpful your peer reviews are. And because you've got 3, it's going to take you, I gave you an extra day just to make sure you had plenty of time. I want to go over the peer review document really quickly. So you'll click on that, you'll download it. Let's open it up really quickly. And here it is. Responding to a draft. The directions. Answer the following questions in complete grammatically correct sentences. Read through the entire question and answer each part of the question. Provide thoughtful and useful answers. Use a different color font when responding to each of the questions below. Once you've completed this assignment, save it and submit it using the reply feature under the author's essay in the discussion board forum. Keep in mind that your job is to provide constructive criticism that will help the author improve his or her work. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is put your name there. The second thing, and this is an important step, don't forget to do it. The next thing is you'll put the title of the essay being reviewed. And then finally you'll put the title of the author. In this case, it's Ashley. Okay, so you'll put Ashley's first name and last name. Then you'll go through and answer the questions. Okay? My dogs are barking, I apologize. So the first thing you'll do, or the first question is, what did you think when you first saw the title? Is it interesting, informative, appropriate? Will it attract the reader's attention? Explain why or why not. Well, you want to give constructive criticism. So let's just say Ashley's title is Why the Truth Matters. That's not as exceedingly exciting. So you might say, well, it's informative. However, if the author said something like such and such, it might be more engaging to the reader because. So in other words, you want to thoroughly answer the question and you want to provide a suggestion for improvement. That really is the crux of constructive criticism and a good peer review, is providing some suggestions, some alternative ways of looking at the original essay, of thinking about it, and really helping the author improve his or her work. And that requires hard work on your part and to take some time. It should probably take you about 30-40 minutes to do each of these peer reviews. So it's going to take you a little while. I'm not going to go through all of the questions, but just highlight a couple of them. Question 3 is, what is the author's position on the topic, and how do you know? Something that you'll notice with these questions is that there's several elements to them. It's not just one question. So make sure you answer each element. So for number 3, how do you know what the author, or what is the author's position? The author's position is X. How do you know it? I know the author's position is X because she writes blank, and you can copy and paste the sentence. That's fine. But make sure that you're very specific and very concrete. If you're not clear what the position is, say it's unclear what the author's position is because in paragraph 3 she mentions this, and then in paragraph 4 she says this, so I'm a little confused. She may want to clarify what her position is by adding a sentence that explains that. Okay, there you've given some good constructive criticism, and you've pointed out where the author can improve his or her work. Let's see, I'm trying to think of another one that's really good. Number 7, indicate which areas of the essay could use additional attention to design, images, graphics, videos, podcasts, to help move the essay along in a way that supports the author's position. So in other words, are there some images? Is there a video that the author could embed in the essay that would help strengthen his or her argument, or in some way further elaborate on a point that the author's making? If you know of something, by all means, provide something. If you don't, you're not familiar with the topic, you might say a graphic which compares the information X with information Y might help the reader clarify the differences between the two. So those are the kinds of things that are considered constructive criticism. Number 9, is the conclusion satisfying? I'm sorry about my dogs. Is the conclusion satisfying? What does it leave you thinking? How else might it end? So you can see that there are multiple ways to answer these questions. So the first thing you want to do is did the conclusion work? Did you feel like there was information left out? If you did, say, well, the author started talking about X but did not, and Y, but didn't say very much about Y, and I would like to know more information on this. Consider alternative endings. And this is why this is a difficult assignment or a challenging assignment, is because you really have to think about this and think about topics and issues that you may not know very much about. So you might have to do a little bit of research. So this should take you, again, some time to actually do. So once you've completed this, you're going to save it and close it out, and then what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how I want you to submit it. So you'll go to the discussion board, and maybe we will. There we go. And we'll go down to Essay 2 Position, and I'll click on that, and I see here's Ashley Latondra's Who Cares? So I'm going to click on that. Now you've already clicked on it because you've already read her essay, but then you're going to click on the button, the reply button, and you should be able to say, hi Ashley, hi Ashley, I enjoyed reading your essay. Attached are my suggestions. Okay, there you go. Click on Browse My Computer, attach it just like you would any other document, and then click Submit. And there you go. Now Ashley's got feedback for her essay so that when she goes to revise it in the next unit, she'll have lots of feedback. So she'll have feedback from 3 other people when she actually goes. I'm just going to cancel that for now. So again, I'll go back to the learning unit. You've got 2 different due dates. Your peer reviews are due 1 day later. They're due on Tuesday night instead of Monday night. Everything else is due on Monday night. Focus on providing constructive criticism that's going to support your reader, or your author rather. And at any point, if you have questions, by all means, let me know so that I can help you. That's my job. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I want to do. So let me know. Keep on keeping on, and I'll talk to you again soon.